podcast you're about to listen to is from a book series on post-qualitative, new materialist, and critical post-humanist research. I'm Karen Barad and chief editor of this new Routledge series. You can find it on the following website, www.postqualitativeresearch.com.
The chapter is Teal. Teal is a contamination of multiple colors, an unbounded becoming of writing. It refuses to settle for the boundaries of academic writing frameworks, but instead lives within the frameworks and changes them. It is porous, like the gathering of kelp, water, salt, and watery bodies.
Logically, we were talking about the footnotes in Joanne, and they work slightly differently here, but certainly Ezra was saying the reading them together makes really changes. Now you realize we may need always to be reading with more than one person, even when we're alone.
I just wanted to ask a question around footnotes and word counts and how that works. Do you get to hide your number of words in your footnotes, or do they count?
Busted, Joanne, busted.
I count them because they do count, and so they're not hidden and so I'm working within that tension of they matter as much as the body of text matters. So they are part of the number count and the word count. And so when I'm choosing to expand on a footnote, I'm doing that with the tension of knowing that it's not, it's what is a part of. And so it is included here in word count.
To the seminar with Karen Barad at Monkey Valley, which has had a specific influence on my journey in disrupting the assumed separateness of relations. I'm discovering more ways to question and reconfigure research practice as entangled relations through returning to the seminar, the reading groups where we continue to read their work, and the Decolonizing Early Childhood Discourses research groups engagements with other water researchers, practitioners, professors, kin.
By kin, I mean those who have an enduring, mutual, obligatory, non-optional, you can't just cast that away when it gets inconvenient, relatedness that carries consequences. I have a cousin, the cousin has me. I have a dog has me. I have a garden, and the garden has me. The seeding of seeds, the flourishing of leaves, the salty ocean breeze, composting earthworms.
Writers and academics. Returning.
Barad explains returning as a multiplicity of processes.
Becomes a generative method of troubling these boundary
helping
lines
to make compost or otherwise,
of research
being
and
busy at work and at
reimagining
play.
these lines as
An
entangled,
imagery of the soil
permeable,
being turned over and over, with it being ingested and excreted. This is a lively affair of an earthworm tunneling through it, burrowing all means of aerating the soil, allowing oxygen in, opening it up, and breathing new life into it.
My curiosity has always been intertwined with research. My heart makes my head swim, Fanon 1952, as cited in McKittrick 2021. The tension and force to express in words and written language are examples of how meaning is validated only with academic language. erasure is a material practice that leaves its trace in the very worlding of the world.
To have this additional skin. This lanyard skin doesn't work in the same way for using my access at the library. The steps towards the library feel too far from the education building, and the ground is less familiar. The embodiment of haunted time stirs my body.
Figure T2 between the shelves under erasure, 9th of April 2018. Going to the university library with my supervisor, we were nearing the end of my master's thesis, and there were books that she was telling me about that lived on the shelves of the university library. It didn't take long before I revealed that I haven't actually been able to go there by myself. This memory returns as one that speaks about the structures of academic worlds that draw in other relations, even though it does not necessarily register them. My father was able to study here for 3 months until there were complaints about his race classification. I walk on the ground where he and so many were illegal bodies.
The fixed lines reinforce bounded lines of individual bodies in research. They place the researcher, research participants, environment, and research methods as separate.
Call the exit, please.
Yeah.
What a privilege for multiple reasons, and an indeterminate list from my side as, just being able to sit and listen to this work being read out loud. So I leave you with the last 2 sentences at the end of my chapter Teal, page 103. To do this, researchers are called upon to be a part of creating leaks in the borders of institutional time and personal time, which includes ice cream and writing and footnotes and word count. We have to work diffractively with time and pay closer attention to what is often excluded. The concrete smells different. It's leaking. It sure does smell different for me today. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Joanne. Thanks, all the very best. We hope to see you all on the 25th at the book launch. We hope to continue the work that this book chooses to create and affect change in our lives, the work of the children, the people, the animals that we are with. So thanks, everyone, for being here, for your graciousness in terms of just being part of the Stop and Share and Share and Stop. And Joanne, it was lovely to have you here, and we look forward to reading more about all your work. Anya, all the best. Keep going, everyone. That's
Keep going. Yeah, time is leaking. Just keep going.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. If you would like to know more about this chapter, please visit the website www.postqualitativeresearch.com. And please stay tuned for future podcasts.